A great shot here at US Bank Stadium, located in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a good one in store here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Counter play, Jones. Now that's not what the offense style does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got Jones for the completion. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught. This is Addison. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Third and goal for McCarthy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
McCarthy throwing on fourth down. Getting out to his left.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11. MT. Take.
Burrow from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Stop. Wide 80. Wide cut. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 2, ready?
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all said the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 2.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Gun. Stop. Stop. Wide 80.
They send the tight end in motion left.
Stop.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Let's get set. Wide 80. Stop.
He'll go quickly to the right. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Come on, ready?
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Burrow on 1st down. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. he gets this down to the 13-yard line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from US Bank Stadium after the break.
Ready?
We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Burrow. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
On third down, here's Burrow. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. Extra point added on by McPherson. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25.
It's a gain of 50.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. Now McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, McCarthy. He has it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Gain of 10 yards.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made their pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around them,
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Hits him on the out route. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Again, it's Burrow. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Hey, can.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. Gets everything he has under this throw. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Bengals looking for a score just before the break. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Track 6, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, 1 yard to go. Another throw here for McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They have themselves another first and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 16. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 16.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. So let's see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jones on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Gun.
They kick the running back in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Has it downfield. It's Chase. They'll get 18 yards there. It'll be first down, Bengals.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Burrow throwing again on second and 10. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
On third down, here's Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll run the draw with Jones. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. McCarthy throwing here. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's brought down at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So that brings up fourth and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Picked up at the 38. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
On one, right?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Burrow now on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. They left him wide open. It's complete. Keeps himself upright. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. Handoff now to the receiver. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You want to talk about one position that really has morphed over the years? When you think of old school middle linebackers, the big physical guys that just stuffed holes, not anymore. These guys can run just about as well as anybody on the field. He showed it off, creating that negative play.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. McCarthy to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Third and long, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Reichert connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You know, look at that third down play. And it really turns into a three-point. Situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This makes it up to the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So we're through 3 here. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do. Trailing here in the 4th.
Ready?
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1-1, ready?
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Throwing is Burrow.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
From the 19. Catch is made in close. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. At the 5. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Brown again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right, they give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now it's Brown. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Bengals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. On the keeper, it's Burrow. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On the ground, Brown. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass ball's incomplete. Well, they kept trying, they kept taking shots to the very end, but now we have reached that end. This one's over. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game.